Alright, how do heat exchangers work? I wanted to do a basic video explaining what a heat exchanger is and how it works and how it applies to a firebox. Now, there's two types of heat exchangers. There's heat exchangers where you lose heat, and there's heat exchangers where you gain heat. And it's right in the title, as your definition is you're exchanging heat or transferring heat. And remember, one of the basic laws of thermodynamics, heat is never lost, it is only exchanged. Now, this is a flange kit for a stove I'm building, and this is a primary example. Now, you see how those holes are offset? So there's your flange for the top of the stove, and you see that plate in there, and the hole coming out of the stove, your exhaust, is offset. So they've created a heat exchanger. In a heat exchanger, you're not just changing surface area. That is a really crazy oversimplified explanation. You're not really not doing it justice. But what you're doing is the combustion air coming off your feed stockpile, whatever it is you're burning, you're creating a bypass, and so you're slowing it down. So instead of the smoke directly venting out of the stack, it turns and goes around. It slows it down, and it's making your stove or firebox extremely more efficient because you have more residence time of heat in the unit, and therefore more radiative heating being what may. And a really good example of a primitive heat exchanger is just a common damper. And everyone knows that the purpose of a damper is so all the heat doesn't go up the chimney. So you're creating that bypass that has to go around. And then, of course, if you want to throw a log on the stove and don't get a face full of smoke, you open up the damper.